Hey Fragrance family, I'm Daver.
And I'm Ben.
And we're the Fragrance
Bros!
Coming at you again with a new special guest, Ben. Okay, so this is a long story. But so Ben has a blog called Stogie Reviews.
Right.
Where he reviews cigars. You can probably talk about that, I guess.
Yeah. So, we have a site that's been around since 2006. So we've been reviewing cigars and cigar accessories for that long, covering news and reviews and whatnot in the cigar industry.
So that's where he's from. He actually became a friend on Fragrance Bros, and I realized that he only lives like just a little while away from me. So we became friends, and you're a guest now.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
He's been into fragrance for a long time, so glad to have you on.
Yeah, since about, I think before I went to college, so like I say, I've been collecting fragrances since 95.
Wow, yeah.
It's been a while.
So today we are reviewing Neroli Portofino and the new Neroli Portofino Forte for a double review. All right, so let's get straight to it. Date introduced is 2011 for Neroli Portofino and 2016 for Forte. They're classified as citrus aromatics. The notes are a little bit different for both of them, so we'll start with Neroli Portofino. Notes are bergamot, orange blossom, myrtle, mandarin orange, lemon, lavender, rosemary, bitter orange, jasmine, neroli, ambrette, amber, and angelica. The notes for Forte are really easy: citrus, leather, musk, woodsy notes, and neroli. So we'll start with longevity of Neroli Portofino.
It was really bad for me.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3, but that's about it. It's very, very poor on my skin.
Yeah, I think I got longer than you did.
Yeah.
But it was still in the poor range. Like I would say 3, maybe 4 hours tops for me. What about Forte?
Forte got a lot longer.
Okay.
Like 5 to 6 hours.
Yeah.
And really, I would say even 7 hours, but it comes really close to the skin scent, so you have to be right on top of me to even smell it.
Yeah.
But a lot better longevity.
Yeah, I would say about the same. I got about 5 to 6 hours, which is still not great, especially for something that with this increased concentration.
Right, yeah.
But, which is better though.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's double, so
yeah,
that's a plus.
Yeah. And what about projection of Neroli Portofino?
Really weak. Like maybe 30 minutes, and then it got really close.
Yeah.
And then at about 2 hours, it was a total skin scent.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, I would say about the same. It was on the poor side. Starts off kind of in the average range, but then quickly dies down to a skin scent, just like you said. What about Forte?
Forte has really good projection for me for the first about 2 hours.
Okay. And
then it gets a little bit closer, and then right around the 4.5, 5 hour mark, it comes closer to the skin. And if I could stretch it to 7, it's real close to the skin.
Yeah.
But it's got a lot better projection.
Yeah, I would agree. On me, it was pretty much in the average range for Neroli Portofino, which I'm glad. I'm glad it wasn't like beast mode, because this is really, we'll get to this later, but this is a really cloying scent.
Yeah, yes.
Season this is really easy for both of them. It's summertime and daytime. And purpose, I would say this is really good only for casual.
I could see this as a good office scent too.
Yeah.
Or maybe like, kind of a little more than an office setting, like a little bit more dressier, like for a church scent or or a casual out scent or something like that, because it's kind of a classic feel to it. Okay.
All right. So what does this remind you of? Starting with Neroli Portofino.
Really good, like a citrus-based soap.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really soapy, but it has a nice citrusness about it, so it's kind of like a high-end hand soap or something. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Yeah. I kind of like the soapiness about it. It's kind of cool.
Totally agree. This is very much a soapy scent. Everyone knows about Tom Ford scents. Tom Ford is known for having really beast mode fragrances, and he's also really known for having great fall and winter fragrances. Now, when he came out with Neroli Portofino, it was like night and day difference. And there are a lot of fans of Neroli Portofino, and I think for good reason. And this is very much a citrusy, soapy scent, and that's really all you get. I don't really get like the bright, rindy citrus.
Yeah, no.
Like I don't really get like a lot of lemon or lime or like the fruit. To me, like the citrus is really the orange blossom.
Right.
And I do get neroli, so it's the other parts of the citrus tree is really what this is.
Yep.
And to me, what this kind of comes across as is it's almost like all mid-range. So if you have like an EQ, imagine like an EQ of a fragrance. The high end would be like these bright citrus notes, and then the low end are like these real woody notes.
Yeah.
And this to me is just like a mid-range honk. So there's not really a lot of brights and there's not really a lot of lows, but there's a nice mid-range there. The problem obviously is that it just doesn't last very long.
Right.
To me, I don't really care if a fragrance doesn't last a long time, but you're spending a lot of money here. You know, a lot of people understandably want to get more for their money here.
Oh, yeah, definitely. See, I'm the opposite. I want at minimum 5 to 6 hours. It's on any fragrance, but especially a niche that costs that much.
Yeah.
No, I won't. You got to give me more for my money.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem with Neroli Portofino. I can't justify buying a whole bottle of that. A decant, yeah, but a whole bottle, I can't justify that.
Yeah. What I think is funny is, you know, they came out with a Forte version, which we'll talk about next, and that one's an intense version. But then they also have an aqua version, which is like an eau de cologne version.
I know, a lighter version of Neroli Portofino.
Yeah, that's right.
What's the point? What's the market of that? Where's that trying to fit into? I mean, who wants a lighter version of Neroli Portofino?
What's funny is you can get a lighter version of Neroli Portofino already with 4711.
Yeah.
And you know that's an eau de cologne,
right?
And that's like $12 for like a gallon.
Yeah, which you need a gallon of it.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, the similarity between those two is amazing. But still, I mean, who wants a fragrance that lasts 30 minutes?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I honestly haven't tried the the aqua version of it, but I don't think I ever will. I don't see the point of it.
Yeah, neither have I. I mean, I really, if I wanted a lighter version, I'll spend the extra money and get the gallon. Also, this really reminds me of the beach. Like, really reminds me of the beach. I know a lot of people get, whenever they have something that has coconut or something like that, or suntan lotion, and that reminds them of the beach.
Yeah.
But something about this just really reminds me of all my memories that I've had of the beach. And we live on, I live on the coast, near the coast, and I don't like the beach, which is another funny thing. So whenever I smell this, I understand why people like it.
Yeah.
But I don't have a lot of like positive associations with this. Like it doesn't remind me of something that I want to smell like.
Yeah, to me, I just think summertime.
Yeah.
On both these, you got a nice orange blossom note, along with that neroli and kind of that lemony citrus stuff.
Yeah.
So you also have a little bit of greenness in it, Like now in our area, the flowers are blooming all over. So you get this whole mix of the flowers. Some people we have citrus, people grow orange and lemon trees here. Well, they're all coming out now too. So you get that mix of floral and, the citrus. And that's what this kind of reminds me of. A southern Gulf Coast summer,
Okay. Also too, when I first smelled this, I was really put off by it because there's a really strong floral component to this. And, I do get a lot of orange blossom. And I do get neroli, but it seems like the neroli just kind of adds that green twinge that you said to the actual orange blossom, and that's mostly what I get.
On Neroli Portofino, like I said, it's just soap and it's the citrus.
Yeah.
On the Forte, I get a lot more orange blossom, a lot more. So it is a more floral, but it's got the background of the woodiness, and I get like the slightest hint of leather.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really not really there. But I get, a lot of the neroli, some of the orange blossom, and the woodiness. It's more richer, but it is strong floral right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Not real too feminine floral, just real strong blast of like orange blossom.
Yeah.
And then it kind of goes more, more richer in the citrus and the woods. Like it's almost like it's a combo of like the citrus and the woods are pretty even to me.
Yeah.
But after about 30 minutes, that orange blossom kind of, for me, dies down a good bit.
Yeah, speaking of Neroli Portofino Forte, I do get a lot of that floral component. To me, the difference in the smell is I do get a little bit of the leather in there. To me, it doesn't add a whole lot though.
Right? No, it doesn't.
But it's subtle. And then, but I get a lot more lemon. I get a lot more lemon at the front, which I think is nice because there's a little bit more highs and lows to it. So it seems like a good companion to Neroli Portofino.
The Forte kind of reminds me more of the traditional Italian style colognes.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Acqua di Parmas, the Santa Maria Novellas, stuff like that. To me, it's just a richer, deeper version of Neroli Portofino.
Yeah.
Except I get no woods out of Neroli Portofino because it's not in there anyway.
Right, yeah.
But I like that added wood to the Forte. To me, it gives a much more depth to it.
These smell so alike. And there's subtle differences. I think generally, if you're not smelling one side by side to the other, I think you may not even tell the difference. It's definitely a subtle change, but there is a little bit in there that make it interesting anyway. These are very simple scents. They're very soapy, and I think they're very unisex. Both men and women can pull this off really, really well. I really like both versions in their own ways. I don't love them, but I like them. And I really respect them too. I think they're very good scents. I think I just like Forte a little bit more, but we're gonna get to the price tag in a minute. The price difference though is really hard for me to justify for either, I think, in a lot of cases. So what about compliments? Do you get any compliments with this?
I got 0 compliments on this one.
Yeah.
It just doesn't last that long. To a non-fragrance person, it's a little bit kind of a common smell, or that's not even the right word, but it's kind of like it just smells nice.
Yeah.
People think of 4711 and any kind of derivative of 4711, so they've smelled it before. There's a familiarity, so it's kind of like nothing that people will say, ooh, you smell great. What is that?
Yeah. My wife does not like this.
Wow.
I didn't really get many compliments outside of that anyway, and you're right. The performance kind of takes away from the ability to get compliments in the first place.
Right.
But also, too, you're also right, like, it's just a clean scent.
Yes.
Yeah. So for neither of these, I really got any compliments.
No.
But I still think it smells good. I think you will like it for yourself. It's one of those things where you want to wear it for yourself, and that's fine too. Yeah,
you'll definitely smell it more than people around you because it gets so close to the skin. Like if I'm walking around and my shirt moves out, because I put it on my chest and my neck, I'll smell it every now and then. I'll get a whiff of it or whatever. But people around me, they don't smell it. Unless my wife hugs me, then she'll smell it. But other than that, it is project enough for people to really give you a compliment anyway.
Yeah. So bang for buck is a real discussion we're going to have here. The original Neroli Portofino is $300 for 100 ml, and Forte is $400 for 100 ml. Both of those are really hard for me to justify.
Yeah.
Because for one, for the original Neroli Portofino, to me, I think it smells good. I like it. But for that type of scent, I'll spend, $200 and get Atelier Cologne. You get twice as much. So to me, there's a much better value with Atelier Cologne for the same type of thing. Forte is fine. Like, it smells good. To me, it smells like a little bit better than the original Portofino Forte.
A richer version of it.
Yeah, but it's $400.
Yeah, that's insane. I can't justify that. I mean, if I can't justify it for Neroli Portofino, I mean, how do I want to justify it for $100 more bucks? I mean, it is double the longevity. It's got a richer, deeper scent to it. I do enjoy it a lot more. $400 that's insane. I can't do that.
Yeah, that's pretty hard. So final rating, what do you give these?
Neroli Portofino, I'd probably say 2 out of 5.
Okay.
And it's the quality of the scent and the way it smells is amazing. Because of the longevity and the price, I have to ding it hard, especially the longevity.
Yeah.
Forte, I say 3 out of 5. And because it's much richer, longer lasting and all that, but still $400, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to say 3 out of 5 for both of these. I really like the scents. I respect where they are. I think a lot of people will like them. To me, I think it's a very rich smelling, soapy citrus fragrance. So if you want something that makes it smell luxurious, I think go for this. But at the same time, you're going to be fighting with one of the two things, either value or performance. And to me, that's a really hard choice to make. So 3 out of 5 for me. So that's all we have for Neroli Portofino and Neroli Portofino Forte. Let us know if you tried them down in the comments down below. And of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. We'll love you for it. Thanks for coming on, Ben. Have to have you on some other time.
Oh, definitely. It was fun. Loved it.
We'll see you next time. We're the Fragrance Brothers. Bye.
See you.
Smell like Neroli Portofino.
Lemon and soap.
Lots of cuts, by the way.